2006 when Kanye thinks it's all gone and he gets stopped by them sheriffs on that road who throw 3 kilos of cocaine in the backseat of his car, lock him up, and end his career.
But I'm going to tell you something. I'm not going to tell Kanye and young warriors out there not to be brave.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell them. We know what the realities are. But some part of being really young is being brave. Sometimes being young is saying what other folks will not say. So I'm not going to tell my young, brave brother, shut up, because they might lynch you. They might lynch you anyway. And somebody like that who has something powerful to say, you cannot shut them up because you'll kill them anyway.
Yeah.
So that's what I have to say about that. Because let me tell you, you know what I know what it's like to fight an unfavorable fight.
Yes.
It's been 15 years out here. I've been trying to talk about black folks and this AIDS disease, and for 15 years, folks have turned a deaf ear. When I saw all those people with their hands up saying, help me, they all look like AIDS victims to me and people of color, and just as slow as people were to come to get them out of a disaster was as slow as they are to come and give you the medicine that you need right there in New York, right there in what used to be New Orleans, is as slow as they are going to be. Because let me tell you, the truth is, poor folks don't matter much. Poor folks of color matter even less. And if you ever doubted it, they showed it to you now.
Okay. Cheryl Lee.
When you shut off your guns trying to get help, they said you're a criminal. And you're saying, wait, I need your help, and you're passing me by. When you ran into the store, they said you are a criminal. And when the white person or the lighter white, bright person ran in beside you, they said they were in need. But you, obviously black, you a criminal.
You sound like the wife of a senator.
Well, you know what, girlfriend? God knows what he's doing. God is good all the time. And I'm going to tell you something also. It may look like a tragedy for a lot of those people. They may look and wonder, God? Why do I have nothing? Because God is trying to say, you need to walk away from poverty. You need a fresh start.
Hello.
You
Wow.
need your old record erased.
Wow.
You need to go to the college of your choice right now, because a university is going to take you free of charge.
Ooh,
and the only reason I can get you to start is to take it all away from you right now.
Cheryl Lee Ralph, thank you so much for calling in. This is the Wendy Williams Experience Disaster Relief Radiothon to benefit the victims of Hurricane Katrina. And I want to thank you all for calling in advance. 866-GET-WENDY. It's 866-438-9363. So far, we have raised over $35,000, and we're running strong until 2 a.m. Eastern Time. We've got more time. I've got more energy. We've got open phone lines, and we're taking your calls, your pledges. And remember, honey, a toe is still a toe. How you doing? All right. And we're about to take that break, and we'll be back after these messages.
Yo, check this out. This is Chuck, the Public Enemy. And you are checking out and listening to the one and only Wendy Williams Experience right here. So keep it locked. Don't turn. You might miss something.
WBLS, New York.
I want to know what's up with Little Kim.
Please, more gossip. You need to pick it up.
Wendy girl, who's the gay rapper?
Matter of fact, it's safe to say.
Rather controversial.
Controversy in the rap world.
This is what I know how to do, so I'm not playing.
I hear you.
Go hard or go home.
All right.
The ain't playing.
I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this before.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Okay, it's getting crazy now. My flagship radio station, WBLS 107.5 in New York. Damn you. Damn. My main, and shout out and respect to all my radio crime bosses. I call it a crime because I love this business so much that it's a crime that I can actually make a living out of it. But but sorry, boss. My main radio crime boss, who's been my crime boss as far as I'm concerned since the beginning, my boss who let me be the Wendy and break all the rules
Turn into the monster you've become.
and turn into the monster I've become. Vinny Brown, he's in the studio.
All right.
You've allowed these splaboos to turn off the, first of all, the air conditioner. The air conditioner is off.
Well, yeah, special request. No, special request. It's cooler.
Is it still
It's cooler
on?
in here than in my office.
Oh.
I know you're waiting for me to go home, but I'm sticking it out.
We're trying to switch you out.
No, I'm sticking it out. Wendy, we're very proud of you.
Thank you,
You're
Vinny.
doing a heck of a job. How you feeling?
Nice,
okay?
nice.
Right, you need
nice.
to take a break or something? 'Cause
No.
You know I can get my headphones in.
I know.
And I'm
you're-
Vinny Brown.
You're always good for a strap on. I
You know,
know.
we should do a show together. We can do this.
No, but I'm well rested. I have a lot of facts and food and interesting people
You're just
and
not giving
whatnot.
the number enough. Every time you prime the number, the more people call. And I know you don't want to do a doom and gloom show. And I know you want to keep it fun and upbeat, and you're doing a good job of that. But people, as soon as you say the phone number, they come running.
Look, has there been too much toe talk and it takes focus away? What do you think from a radio point of view? Not that I'm going to listen, but I want to hear. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Of the radiothon?
Yes.
Oh, very good. I think your energy is good. Your entertainment is good. You're not giving the phone number enough.
Okay.
We could have.
Damn.
I'm like the actualities that you're doing
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
866.
Okay,
that?
we'll do it in a second. Okay, go ahead.
Like the actualities, and I think we are overcoming that bias of the Red Cross. I think you're doing a good job of dispelling that rumor about the Red Cross not being as diligent or as as conscientious as.
Are you laughing as much as you're crying? Is what I'm asking.
No, I think it's an entertaining show.
Would you be here? Would you see? I don't want people to just pledge their money and then turn off the radio because it's depressing.
No, they're actually here because you're here. That's why they're listening.
So I'm giving the Wendy.
Yeah, you're doing Wendy. I know some people are in shock now because they're listening for The Quiet Storm.
Yeah.
Ain't that Vaughn
Thanks,
Harper
Vaughnie.
again, 'cause
Thanks,
people
Vaughnie.
want, you know.
Yeah. Thanks, Vaughn.
They're looking for Luther Vandross right about now, but his music, that is.
Yeah.
But so some people are in shock, but I'm sure a lot of people are pleasantly surprised to get an overdose of Wendy.
Yeah.
So listen, all week long prior to, I'm not going to take up all your time.
Okay.
People have been stopping me in the street. My best friend Jimmy said, "Hey, you know what? I hear you doing that radiothon with Wendy. Tell Wendy I'm going to hold my money. I was going to donate it, but I'm going to hold my check and give it to you to bring it in."
Yeah.
So my mother pulled out her checkbook. She said, "Oh, Wendy's doing the radiothon. Give me the check." She wrote down the check. So I heard you the other day talk about Jay-Z and Puffy pooling their money, came up with $1 million.
Yeah.
So Dion, the general manager, and myself,
Shut up.
we're going to pool our money
Shut
and
up.
come up with $5 apiece.
$1 million?
$500.
Well, then that means because you both
We're going to pool our money. We're going to put it $5 apiece.
$5 apiece.
There you go.
That means that you each get a bobblehead doll.
You qualify for bobblehead. No.
1,000 out there. I was like, whoa.
No, she said the other day that Jay-Z and Puffy pooled their money.
and $1 million.
$500,000 a piece. So
Right.
I said, well, we can come up with $500 a piece.
Okay, jokes aside, what is the radio station doing?
Well,
We'll be back.
We'll be back again. This is just our personal.
This is us. We'll be back.
Personal peace offering.
We'll be back.
We're gonna be here at 2 o'clock in the morning. You still got some hours to go now.
No. You all. There'll be a bobblehead at each of you all's mailbox in the morning.
Thank you. That's all.
Thank you.
At the station, we'll make a. You're like the Jerry Lewis.
Well, hopefully
We'll
not.
come back with the
Did you see him over the
7-Eleven.
weekend? Did you see him over the weekend with his a-thon?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
Be nice. Be nice.
Okay,
Get back to work.
all right. Thank you, Dion. Thank you, Vinny.
All right.
Those are my two main radio crime bosses, Vinny Brown and Dion Livingston. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wynton Marsalis is on hold.
Oh, damn. Wynton Marsalis is on hold.
Sorry,
Okay.
Wynton.
Okay.
You got him.
Hey, Wynton, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. It's rough, but it's okay.
Yeah. So you were born in New Orleans, huh?
Yeah, I was born in New Orleans.
And most of your family was still living there, right?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. A lot of my family.
Okay, so have you heard from most of them or all of them, or what's your situation now?
Yeah, almost everyone. Yes, almost everyone is okay.
Who are we still waiting for?
Well, there's always a lot of people that you don't hear from.
Yeah.
And all of our extended family, I don't know exactly who. We have so many people in New Orleans, everybody is close. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, it's not so much just your family.
Yeah.
It spreads out.
Today we're doing the Wendy Williams Experience Disaster Relief Radiothon to benefit the victims in New Orleans and Mississippi. And I have everybody pledging their money to the American Red Cross. And I've been telling them that money is what is needed. Is that what your family is saying?
Yes.
Yes. So where are you now, Wynton?
I'm in New York.
I saw on TV this weekend a terrific piece with Arthel Neville and her uncle Aaron Neville. Were you friendly with them growing up?
Well, Aaron and them were a little older than me. Ivan would be more my age group, but we're all from uptown.
Yeah. Where is uptown? Is that what you call the 9th Ward?
No, the 9th Ward is all the way downtown.
Okay. From what I understand, the 9th Ward is the poorest, most disenfranchised ward of New Orleans. Is that correct?
It's the largest poor ward, but there are many poor wards all over.
Yes.
Up there, some poor wards uptown. A lot of our people are impoverished.
Now, your family particularly, when did they get the word to leave this city?
Whenever it started to be on the television.
Yeah. So, in other words, they were part of the people on the highways in the traffic leaving?
Yes, ma'am. They were part of that first wave. But, you know, we have some friends like my good friend Marlon Jordan, who was a student of mine, and his brother played with me, and his father's like my uncle. His name is the Jordan family, great musicians. He was on the roof for 5 days, and he broke both of his ankles trying to swim to his aunt's house with some food. And he just got out of the hospital in Alabama, so I talked with him last night.
We've all heard at this particular point Celine Dion, Kanye West, their words about the government of this country. Do you think the government is doing their job?
Well, I think that the government, in this instance, the government did what they could do, but I feel like the government, first I feel the government does not represent the feeling of the people.
Yeah.
Because the government is a big system, and I feel like, but when we start to speak about poor people, none of us in this country have done their job when it comes to that.
Right, right.
You know, we walk by people who are homeless all the time. We go by schools that are in shambles. We pass up giving people an opportunity for jobs. People go to jail all the time for having a joint in their pocket. I mean, these are things that have gone on forever, and in terms of the government of the United States of America, it is consistently, if you can go back to the Constitutional Congress, it's consistently been trouble with the issue of what to do with black people. After the Civil War, there was Reconstruction. We came back from that with the Hayes-Tilden Compromise.
Right.
After the Civil Rights Movement, there was the Republican Reclamation.
Yeah.
Where they got rid of like a lot of the social programs that were designed to help. So the government, it always kind of goes towards things when the people make them, and then it goes back to just exploitation and polarization and the creation of fear, because there's more money in that.
It's
there's the illusion of more money. There's not more money, but there's the illusion that there's more money in that.
It's Wynton Marsalis on the telephone, everybody. Wynton, your great city of New Orleans, when do you see it being rebuilt? And are you going to encourage your family to go back there, or do you want them to establish elsewhere?
Well, of course, I'm from there, so I want them to go back, but that's ultimately up to my father. I know that it will be rebuilt much sooner than we think.
Where was your father? Where was your father during all this?
Well, he's in Baton Rouge now.
So he made it out of New Orleans?
Yes, ma'am.
How did he make it out?
He drove out of it.
Okay, so he was one of the first wave.
But that first wave was a big wave.
Yes, it was. We saw the traffic on the news. All we can do is watch the news. You know, today we have the Wendy Williams Experience Disaster Relief Radiothon to benefit the victims. All of the money that I want people to pledge is going to the American Red Cross. A lot of our people, Wynton, are apprehensive about donating to the American Red Cross. And for that, you say what?
I say that it's important to know what's being done with the money. And you have to donate the money to someone, and the Red Cross is an American institution. It has volunteers in all of the neighborhoods. I say that people volunteer with the Red Cross and get people in the communities volunteering. But I think it's important to research wherever your money is going, whatever institution you decide to donate to. It's always important to know what's going on with them.
Okay, the number is 866-GET-WENDY. Wynton, when do you plan on going back and seeing family and putting your feet in the trenches?
I'm gonna go back tomorrow.
Oh boy. All right, sir. Well, I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your birthplace, your home, the home of jazz music.
Right. It's important for the people around the country just to understand the level of cultural intelligence we have in New Orleans, and that our city represents something to the culture of the United States, because we have a tendency to feel like economics and politics and all this are more important than culture.
Right.
But the economics and the politics of a group of people should be designed to support the culture.
Yes.
And New Orleans is a city that has such a great culture, but it's a culture that we didn't tend to as well as we should have tended to it in our city.
Yeah.
That's why we're perceived around the country as a place where you go and get drunk and have a good meal.
Right.
But this gives us an opportunity, New Orleans, to once again teach the nation what the meaning of soul is, because that's what we have down there in abundance.
Your city
and that's what our country needs at this time.
Your city will rise again. Wynton Marsalis, thank you so much for calling.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir. I need Zoe to get in here immediately. Zoe, queen of all interns, in the studio immediately. She gave me a note. She passed it in my lap while I was talking to my crime boss, Vinnie Brown. I read the note and I say, in my mind, Zoe.
I have somebody on hold trying to give a donation.
No, you first. All right, walk out and then you come back because you're listening in the hallway.
Okay, deal with this.
Arlene is here. Arlene is Elisa Payne's sister who went to Tulane. She was in law school, about to enter her senior year. Arlene, you're part of the disenfranchised.
Yeah, but I also think I'm a lot more fortunate
Yes,
than
you
most
are.
other people.
Yes.
I mean, I was lucky enough to be able to come home to my mom, my dad, and my wonderful sister who are
Yes.
taking good care of me
Who
and
books
taking
the
me
show.
shopping. Right, sister?
At H&M.
With the booking money.
But we have two women who are really unfortunate in the hallway who came to help during our radiothon and who have family that you met in the Bronx when you were doing the new...
No, I'll tell you where I met them.
where
I
did you
met
meet
these two women right down the street. The radio station is at 3 Park Avenue, which is at 34th and Park. That's where I knew you from. I saw you at the phone banks. I said hello, and I forgot. You know what? This is where we met. Houston's.
Yeah.
I see so many people, so many different times. Okay. You've let your hair down.
I did.
And what, taking off prescription glasses? What do you have going on? The good girl look?
I did.
And now you got the, all
I got my
right.
naughty girl by night, you know.
Mm-hmm. It's Dana Dana Guria and
Magali
Langhorn. And both girls are from New Orleans.
Yes.
I met both girls, everybody, at the Houston's restaurant on Park Avenue at 27th Street. The other day I went in there, I was going to have lunch with my stylist, Steve Lindsay, and you girls came over and tell your story, and then we got you on the telephones. And thank you so much for volunteering.
Absolutely. Our pleasure.
Go ahead.
It's the least we can do. First of all, thank you so much for having us. It's what we can do to keep busy and to keep ourselves motivated and keep ourselves knowing that we are doing something for our families.
Yeah.
It's been a really, really hard week, and it feels like it's gotten progressively worse and worse, but I think there's some light at the end of the tunnel. I know we will get through this. It'll be all right. I'm going to let Magali start.
I just want to say thank you to everybody who called in today. The donations, it touches the heart.
Yeah.
My family right now is living in a motel in Alabama. They were for the past couple of days living out of their car with, the clothes that they left home with and our 2 dogs, and that's it.
Right.
And I just want to say a huge, huge thank you to everyone for, all of their love and support.
Now, when I talked to you girls, when I met you for the first time over at Houston's, you were both saying you're working to send money home to your families.
Yes.
And you were about to go over to, I believe it was the Time Warner building or someplace to answer telephones to help out in some sort of a thon or something.
I had mentioned we were trying to get some fundraisers together, just making phone calls, pulling every resource we possibly can. Actually, if I may, Magali is in search of a job right now. She's just fresh out of law school and just took her bar exam, and we need to get her a gig soon.
But right now, Dana and I, our priority right now is to send money home.
Absolutely.
And that's just what we have to hustle and do anything we can do to send money home because...
So, Magali,
yes.
If we get anything, then we want to get in touch with you. You know what, you all, if you happen to be listening and you happen to be in a position to give a girl fresh out of law school, what was your GPA?
It was a 3.3.
And what school is that?
Washington and Lee University in Virginia.
Listen, I'm not sweating you. There are no eyes on the radio, but if you're in position to do something with Magdalene pertaining to her career, please email Nicole at WBLS.com. Nicole, her last name is Spence, irrelevant in the email. It's Nicole at WBLS.com, but she's my assistant, and we'll get in touch with you.
Thank you so much. Actually, when I met you, that I was coming back from an interview.
You were very tight looking. I was like, oh, she's tight.
Thank you.
It was like 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting my vodka and cranberry with the Kettle One. And here they come, all tight.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, but so ladies, have you heard from any of your family since we talked last?
We get in touch with them via text. Right now, my family, that's Maurice Gourier, that entire union is living with my older brother in a one-bedroom. There's 5 of us there. And there's no way of telling who's going to be coming over from Florida because we're all spread out all over the South.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, on Thursday, we found out that my grandfather passed. He and my grandmother were stranded in the Veterans Hospital in New Orleans. They got my grandmother out on Friday morning, but she was with him when he took his last breath, and it's just disturbing to think that, at first we didn't know if we could even get the body, but we got the body, which we're very grateful for. And it's just disturbing to know that we'll have to bury him in Mississippi and then probably raise him again and hopefully we'll be able to rebury him in New Orleans a year from now.
Is it New Orleans that your family is searching to go back to, or are they willing to put roots down at a new place without looking back?
A lot of people are discouraged. It's sad, but I tell you, there's a lot that are ready to go back tomorrow and just to rebuild our city.
Is that a generational thing? Is that the 60 plus, or is that because I find that older people are more willing to stay with and go back to, and younger people are willing to let's move on. It's about the family. It's not about the actual location.
Well, go ahead.
I just want to say, when I first talked to my mother, she was so heartbroken, and she said, Magali, I just need to go home, look at my house so I can have closure. And then I talked to her yesterday, and she said, you know what, if anything is there, I just want to just stay there and do something.
Hold on. All right.
Are they making jokes?
I hate your ass. Go. Leave. Now. Leave. You're a jerk. I'm sorry, Magdalene.
It's okay.
Did you catch this flashback?
Today's People Poll question is, do you attend church regularly? Regularly, in my opinion, is 3 times a month. Do you attend church regularly? Not once a year or whatever. Now, there are 5 people in the room. Who in this room attends church regularly? Oh, ain't no good gonna come to us. Nobody in the room. Who attends church once a month? Who attends church once a quarter? Who attends church on Easter Sunday? One person. Wow. Who attends church on New Year's Eve? Nobody. I love the nightlife. It's a shame. Who attends church when somebody dies?
I do.
What about when somebody gets married?
Yeah. What to get free dinners in the basement? I'm there all the time. Fried chicken and greens and macaroni and cheese, please. Church got the best dinners, $5 a plate. I like that lemonade too to go with it. Make you feel looking good. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. He's a jealous God. Hallelujah. I don't know about y'all. I'm ready to have church again. I'm ready to have church again. I'm stepping out of this one. You call it in the blood of Jesus. You put in the blood of Jesus. I want your equipment short out.
We're going to get shocked by it. I'm not touching another thing in here. I'm keeping my rubber soles on the floor. Now watch my car be the one to careen off the West Side damn highway.
Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's windy, man.
107.5 WBLS, New York.
Let's do it.
You got it.
Let's Mr. A to the Z exhibit.
Oh, thank you to everyone who has pledged over $500.
Wow.
We are
Out of bobbleheads.
Thanks to everyone.
It's okay. Anybody $300 and over, they get the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience passes, a pair of passes.
Exactly.
And so we'll keep it like that.
Exactly.
All right. Is Star busy with Steve, or can they actually, separate and just,
She's actually with Capone in the back.
Capone is here?
Yes, he's going to come up later on in the show.
It's time for the comedy.
But Star is with Capone in the back.
Wow. Oh, damn, she's looking for any way out. Any serum has come out.
You're asking about me.
The truth serum is in the studio. And a lot is going on.
Dad Miguel, who is holding me down at home.
When's the last time you had sex?
Over a year ago.
Oh my God.
Nicole was like, I know you're looking at me funny.
I love your honesty.
Exactly. Over a year ago.
Arnold fixed that in 5 minutes. The stairwell's unlocked.
He can sit up straight. Exactly. Travis mad because he didn't get a lot.
Doctor, there are a lot of men and women who, in my opinion, date each other with children before their time. Like, for instance, when I was a single woman, I said, before 30, I will not date a man with kids because it's too complicated, and I know me as a woman, I can't deal with that other baby's mama drama. Now, going out and having, one-time